Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the visiting team. Checking out the visiting team, looking to kick off the new year right. But to get the win, they'll have to weather the perfect storm. On the road, in front of a hostile crowd, playing a team that's confident in this environment. It is a terrific challenge. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength. You know I'm about skill and brute strength. I was the most skillful and brutally strong guy ever to play the game.
It's right, you are brutal.
What's so funny?
That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq, and nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me.
You want me to show you how strong I am? I'll flip this table over right now.
I believe you could. I believe you could.
What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
Oh.
All right.
It's on. It's on.
I see Ernie.
And here's
No
Kevin
fear,
Harlan.
Ernie.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
I'll see you in the locker room, Ernie.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2 guard to a 6'10 big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoes, I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. Well, we see a lot of rookies getting their first taste, Clark, of NBA action. What was the hardest part for you transitioning from the Big Ten to the NBA?
I think the speed of the game, the number of possessions, again, with the 24-second clock, going back to the 80s, there was no shot clock in college basketball. So you could drag it out and play walk-it-up basketball. In the NBA, you got to turn that thing over every 24 seconds. And that speed and those number of possessions, a lot to adjust to. And then everybody's strength and talent. That, too, was eye-opening and exciting, too, because I had realized the dream to be out there with those guys.
And smarter players, too, on that pro level.
Yeah, they know their stuff. I like to say, when you get to the NBA, you're a PhD in hoops.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Mitchell outside. Inside. And a wide open look for Irving. Drains the 19-footer. So it's the visitors now. Sebic, covered by Mitchell. Here's Sebic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Irving. Christie with the rebound. The tray. Buska. He's covered by Irving. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
20 feet out. Bridges with the board. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Buckner. Buska. He's covered by Irving. Here's Buckner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Buska. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. In the corner, Irving with it. Misses the wing jab.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Kicks to Bridges. And there's the pass to Mitchell. Davis against Douglas. Outside Irving. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And that one falls for Irving.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
First free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Mitchell. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
Pass to Douglas. And he hits it to tie the game up.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Here's Buska. That's tipped.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Mitchell outside. It's stolen. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Sevic. Finishes the break with a slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lays it up and banks it in.
how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
In the NBA, Clark, great offense sometimes overcomes great defense. The fadeaway jumper, an example of one of the more unstoppable shots players make.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you think of guys like Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James. Dirk's was so unorthodox, and at his size, just impossible to get to his shot when he stepped away from you. And LeBron has mastered it with his athleticism and strength. I mean, he'll fade away and fade 8-10 feet away from you and still get that shot off. So those two guys, I mean, if you're talking about major fadeaways currently in the last decade, I don't think you can find anybody that would top him.
Sebic, defended by Carter, passes it to Sexton. 1:56 left in the first. Four on the shot clock. The pass to Frank. Offline with his three. Gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Carter. .122 left to play in the first quarter. On deep. Sexton grabs the board.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you've got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Pass to Frank. The shot, no good. Being at around 44% in the early goings here. To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Sexton.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rejected by Walker. And here's the break. Teardrop shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Walker's got his second bucket of the night.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Here's Carter. For three. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The away team, they lead by 1. And we'll be back in just... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
Here's Sexton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They've got Sexton, and it's Walker in at the 2 spot. Inside, here's Wolf. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Chandler outside. No good on the three.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside. Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
A lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Bremer. The 18-footer is right on the mark. He's got 5. The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Passes it to Wolf. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. With the floater, Frank, and he goes in for the dunk.
And getting better at distributing in the pick and roll. Sexton wants to evolve more as a passer.
Carter against Walker. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And that one is off.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded closer to the inside, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Basket counts.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mitchell against Christie. Irving kicks to Bridges. To the middle, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. A lot of coaches out there, Clark, wear their emotions very prominently on their sleeve. Others take the calm, cool approach as a player. Was there a particular style that you preferred?
Yeah, my preference was cool, calm, be direct, be firm, but not necessarily overly emotional. And in my short stint with the Pacers, Jack McKinney was more of the cool and calm approach. He was excitable, but a little bit even-keeled. George was a little more emotional, but still, I enjoyed playing for both of them because I think I was clear in that they were trying to get the best out of me and the best out of the team.
Good way to look at it. Sexton's shot is good.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right. That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Here's Douglas. He kicks to Bridges. The visitors on defense. Mitchell passes to Irving. The feed now to Douglas.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Buska, covered by Mitchell, to the wing on the left. Here's Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Buska. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 5 now.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Irving, and Davis can't get it to go. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Bridges kicks to Irving. The dish to Mitchell. Down low, Douglas. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's deflected. Now, here's Mitchell. D right on him. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Christie. From outside, off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Hits it from three-point range. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Sexton, the pass to Davis. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good! Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Irving looking over the floor. On the wing, Mitchell. No good from outside. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The away team leading by a point. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My 3rd grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool line.
Got it.
Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half the shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Irving. Then it's Bridges. And it's Douglas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Huska, covered by Mitchell. To the wing right side. Six on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot. The shot's good. He has 7.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Irving with it. 7 points in the game. The 9-foot shot. And the jumper is good. Irving's got 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. A smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And he can't hit the second.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Offline with the baseline jumper. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. On Sunday, then on Sunday, He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
He has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Inside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And there's the pass to Frank. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. From outside the arc, drains the three-pointer.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Buska, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. He's got 11. Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Irving kicks to Chandler. Here's to Roman, and that one is good.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Buska, he's covered by Irving, the 17-footer. And it's Irving with the rebound. Gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. To the paint.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's Buska. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got to be fuming. I mean, they were way too late in contesting that layup.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Carter's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Carter against Walker. Here's Bremer. Here's Lindemann, and he drops it in from the low post.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Chandler with the rebound. Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half.
Out of bounds.
gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Walker surveying the floor. Kicks to Sexton. 5 to shoot. On defense, the home team. Lock at 6. Chandler with the rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Carter. No good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Count that one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
We've got 1:23 left in the third. Can't connect from short range.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And here's Sexton. Here's Sebic. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 7.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
Here's Carter. But he gets it back.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's Sexton. Defended by Bridges. Here's Frank. And it's in there.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
27 seconds left to play in the third. Now here is Carter. He has 5. Here's Teroman. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Douglas. 6 points for him. Mitchell outside. Carter left side. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The home team leading by a point. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Really well. 54% from the floor. We've got Bridges. Also Carter out there. And it's Douglas in at the 5 down low. Carter outside. To the paint. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Davis.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Douglas, no good on the free throw.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does, on offense. It's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
4 on the clock. Here's Sebic, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Bucket is good. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold. Getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Sebic, defended by Bridges, got that one up quick.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Teams changing it up here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Christie against Irving. Kicks it out to Mitchell. He tries for 3. He misses his 3rd shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Here's Sebic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Irving kicks to Douglas. Pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Buska covered by Irving. Stolen by Mitchell. And they're pushing it up. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. And it's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Buckner And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Mitchell kicks to Douglas. Got a piece of it. Outside Irving. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
One shot, find the lane.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Inside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's tipped. Here's Buska. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Back to Irving. From downtown, got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range. And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Out left to the wing. Here's Sebic. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Offensive rebound over Mitchell. And at last, they get one to fall.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Understands his role, does his job, and he did it right there, Greg. The timing couldn't have been better.
Douglas finds Irving. A minute 42 left in the fourth. Fires for 3. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. Here's Buska. Misses off the left eye. Gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Really left alone that time.
The jumper Bridges has is wet, demonstrating how lethal he is from his spots on the court.
Sebic, covered by Mitchell, and the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. Rebounded by Douglas. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Outside Irving. Bridges against Christie. Here's Lindemann. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it would take a miracle for them to come back, in my mind, like Tracy McGrady against the Spurs type of heroics. A lot of points in a little bit of time.
Here's Bridges. And so they get the victory here at home. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
It feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates that did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.